Hi, I'm Kristin Omdahl. I'm a creative entrepreneur embracing every aspect of life with artistic intention. Join me as I share the way I live and all the tips and tricks along the way. Allow me to inspire you to do the same. Please like, share, or comment on my videos. I'd love to hear from you. And if you subscribe to my channel, you'll be first to know when there's something new. Today I'm going to show you how to crochet the third square from the Springtime Afghan Crochet Along. This is the second square I've designed and the third square overall. Yolanda did the second square, and links to both of those videos are on the screen. I'm going to start with tying a knot onto the hook. And we're going to start with a chain 4. Slip stitch into the 4th chain from your hook to form a ring. And then we're going to chain 8, which counts as a double crochet and a chain 5. You want to make sure you find the ring. A chain 4 is pretty small, so you want to just fiddle around with it until you find where the actual chain 4 ring is and not one of the chains. And I found it. So our first 3 chains count as a double crochet, then our next 5 count as a chain 5. So now we're going to work in the ring and work a double crochet, yarn over the hook. And one tip I like to point out, when you're doing a double crochet after a really long chain, hooking it with your ring finger, no pun intended, actually is a great way to get a good handle on the work of your yarn. So you're going to yarn over, insert your hook into the chain 4 ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now we have a double crochet in the ring. Chain 5, and we're going to double crochet in the same chain 4 ring again. Yarn over your hook. See how I'm hanging on to that chain 5 with my ring finger? It really helps in stabilizing the work while you're trying to work after a long chain. Yarn over, insert your hook in the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now we have the equivalent of double crochet, chain 5, double crochet, chain 5, double crochet. We want to do this for a total of 8 times. So I'm just going to chain 5 and double crochet around until I have a total of 8 double crochets, making sure that you count that first chain 3 as your first. I'll show you what I mean when we get there. Let's see where we're at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more. And because we're working in a ring and not in an actual stitch, you can actually slide your stitches over if you need to make more room. Okay, this is our 8th one. We're going to double crochet in the ring, and then we're going to chain 5. And we want to slip stitch to the top of the first stitch at the beginning of the round. First stitch is a double crochet, but it's worked as a chain 3, so chain 1, 2, 3, slip stitch into that 3rd chain to join. And I'll show you what that first round looks like now. So there's our first round. We're now ready to work on our second round. We're going to work cluster stitches in this round. We're going to work treble cluster stitches. We're going to start with a chain 4. And then we're going to work a 3 treble cluster in this next chain 5 space. So yarn over twice, insert your hook in the ring, or chain 5 space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, but we're not going to finish the stitch because we're working a cluster. That's where we work partial stitches and then join them together at the top. So yarn over twice, insert your hook in the chain 5 space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over twice, insert your hook in the chain 5 space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So we're actually doing 4 treble clusters around, but because we have to start with a chain in the beginning, that chain 4 counts as our first leg, so we did 3 more. We're now going to yarn over and pull through all of those loops. We're going to chain 7, and we're going to work a 4 double crochet cluster now in the next chain 5 space. Yarn over twice, insert your hook in the chain 5 space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. If we were working a regular treble, we'd yarn over and pull through 2 one more time, but we're going to skip the last step because we're joining these in a cluster. So yarn over twice, insert your hook in the ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over twice, insert your hook in the chain 5 space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over twice, insert your hook in the chain 5 space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. We now have 4 legs or 4 partially started treble stitches. So now when we yarn over and pull through all of our loops, we now have a 4 treble cluster stitch. Chain 7. And we're going to repeat that all the way around. We're going to work chain 7 and a 4 treble cluster in each of those chain 5 spaces around. Yarn over twice, insert your hook in the chain 5 space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And do that for a total of 4 times. And so now we have 5, got a little tangle. So now we have 5 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 5. Chain 7. And we're going to repeat that around. Okay, we've made it all the way around. We're now going to chain 7 and join with a slip stitch to the top of the first stitch at the beginning of the round. Okay, so that's what our motif looks like now. Just want to show you that on some of the other ones here, let's do one that's not white. Here we go. So if you were changing color, this is now when you were going to change color. If you're not going to change color, that's fine. You would just continue on. So if you're going to stay with one color, don't watch me cut the yarn right now. You would just continue to go on and slip stitch into that next chain 7 space. But we're going to cut the yarn and pick a second color because that's the design aesthetic we're going for with our motifs. But you could do it any way you like. You could even change color every round. It doesn't matter. Whatever you choose to do would be pretty. I even think it would be interesting to mix it up a little bit. Alright, so we'll join with a slip stitch in any chain 7 space, chain 1, and single crochet in the same space. Then we're going to chain 5, and then we're going to do a couple of things in the next chain 7 space. We're going to start with a double crochet, chain 5, treble crochet, yarn over twice, insert your hook in the chain space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, chain 5, work another treble stitch, yarn over twice, insert your hook in the chain space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, chain 5, yarn over, insert your hook in the same space, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So in that, we did a single crochet in the first chain 7 space, chain 5, then we did double crochet, chain 5, treble crochet, chain 5, treble crochet, chain 5, and double crochet. And then we'll chain 5 and single crochet in the next chain 5 space. So that's what we're going to repeat around. We're going to do those 4 stitches, double, treble, treble, double, in one chain 7 space, and single crochet in the next chain 7 space, and do a chain 5 between each stitch. So let's do that around. Chain 5, and then we'll work a double crochet, chain 5, treble crochet, chain 5, treble crochet, chain 5, double crochet, chain 5, and then single crochet in the next chain 7 space. Chain 5, double crochet, chain 5, treble crochet, chain 5, treble crochet, chain 5, double crochet, chain 5, and then single crochet in the next chain 5 space. So here's what we're starting. See how we're getting corners from doing that? So we'll finish up with a chain 5, and then we'll work a double crochet, chain 5, treble crochet, chain 5, another treble crochet, chain 5, and a double crochet and a chain 5. So we've worked all the way around. We're now going to slip stitch into the top of the single crochet at the beginning of the round to join. Okay, and we're ready to start the next round. This round is really easy. You're going to do the same thing in every single chain 5 space around. Starting first, we slip stitch into the first chain 5 space, chain 1. Now the rest of the round is going to be identical in each of the chain 5 spaces. We're going to single crochet, work 5 double crochets, and a single crochet. It kind of looks like a petal because we start with a short stitch and then work a bunch of taller ones and then a short one. It kind of does a rounded dome like a flower petal. And so now we're going to do that in every chain 5 space around. We'll start with working the next one, we'll start with a single crochet, 5 doubles, and a single. Then in the next chain 5 space we'll work a single crochet, 5 double crochets, and a single. Then in the next one we'll work a single, 5 doubles, and a single. So I think you get the point. We're just going to repeat that all the way around. Okay, we've made it all the way around, so now we're going to slip stitch into the first single crochet at the beginning of the round to join. I'm going to set it down so you can see how pretty it's looking. Aren't those petals adorable? It's looking so florally, springy, and girly. I love it. So now we're on to our very last round, and this one is super easy too. We're going to slip stitch in each of the stitches of the first petal until we get to the center double crochet. Center meaning we did single on either side and 5 doubles, so you want to slip stitch into the single, which we did to join, then slip stitch in each of the first 3 double crochets. So now you're positioned at the top of the center of the 5 double crochets. So we slip stitch 3 times, we're going to chain 1, we're going to single crochet into that same stitch. Now we're going to chain 5, and we're going to skip the next 2 doubles, we're going to skip the next 2 singles, and we're going to skip the next 2 doubles. So we're going to skip 6 stitches, and then we're going to single crochet in the next double crochet. That is the center of the 5 double crochets in the next petal. I'm going to chain 5, skip 6 stitches, and double crochet in the center stitch of the next petal. But let me set this down one more time and show you that we're now in the center of the petal in the corner. In each of the 4 corners we're going to do something just slightly different. What we're going to do is an extra chain 5 and an extra single crochet in that same stitch. Then chain 5, skip 6 stitches, and double crochet in the next, chain 5, skip 6 stitches and double crochet, or sorry, single crochet in the next, skip, chain 5, skip 6 stitches and single crochet in the next, chain 5, single crochet in the next stitch, chain 5, single crochet in the next stitch, and if you notice, we are now once again in the corner. So because we're in the corner, we're now going to do something just slightly differently. We're going to do an extra chain 5 and an extra single crochet in that same stitch. Then chain 5, skip 6 stitches and single crochet in the next, chain 5, skip 6 stitches and single crochet in the next, chain 5, skip 6 stitches and single crochet in the next, chain 5, skip 6 stitches, single crochet in the next, chain 5. Okay, we're at another corner, so we're going to single crochet, chain 5, and single crochet in the same stitch, then chain 5, skip 6 stitches and single crochet in the next, chain 5, skip 6 stitches and single crochet in the next, chain 5, skip 6, single crochet in the next, chain 5, skip 6 stitches, single crochet in the next, chain 5. We're now at our last corner, so we're going to work single crochet, chain 5, and single crochet in that same stitch, chain 5, skip 6 stitches, single crochet in the next, chain 5, skip 6 stitches and single crochet in the next, chain 5, and we're now back to the beginning of the round. We're going to slip stitch into the first stitch at the beginning of the round to join, and we're now ready to fasten off. I hope you're having as much fun as Yolanda and I are having. The links to all of the videos, including the charts, are below in the video description, and the line-by-line instructions for all of our patterns are on the blogs, and that information is available down below as well. So this is the third motif square in the Springtime Crochet Afghan crochet along with Yolanda and me. Join us next week when Yolanda does the fourth square.